Good evening, and yours truly, Dolphy Gilpin, is coming to you from 1524 LaVista Drive in Decatur, Georgia, United States of America. And I'm continuing with my random medical topics. And this evening we are on orbital tumors. This is a topic chosen from NeuroOphthalmology, and I should have really done the anatomy of from the ophthalmology perspective before getting to NeuroOphthalmology, but nevertheless, like I said, it was random. Now, it has been several years now since I began researching orbital tumors. And the very first book I bought was NeuroOphthalmology Now by J. Lawton Smith, MD. And within that book was a series of abstracts, in particular on orbital tumor by Professor Edgar Uspian, a doctor of neurosurgery, or rather a professor of neurosurgery at Columbia Presbyterian Medical Center in New York, 116th Street, New York. Now, the tumor being researched, according to the abstract, had a high degree of proptosis, partially healed corneal scar, and a diagnosis of meningioma. A left frontal craniotomy was performed by the surgeon, operating surgeon, unroofing the orbit and carefully with the Zeiss resecting a large encapsulated tumor surrounding the left optic nerves. And here, I'm just trying to expand this thing here with my ophthalmoscope here. It's very fine. We have now, from this basic anatomy diagram here, the retina, the optic nerve, left optic nerves, right optic nerves, the optic chiasma, and the ciliary ganglion. And here the optic tract. And we could further see the lens and the pupil, cornea, lens and pupil, cornea for the right and left eye. If we attend now to the diagram, which is more detailed above and more fine, we could see here now the left optic nerves, the retina right here, the left optic nerve, the optic chiasma right in this area here, the optic tract right there, and the lateral geniculate nucleus right here. And this was the optic radiation drawn around here. The lower bank of the calcicine fissure and the upper banks of the calcicine fissure. And on the right side here, we added some A, B, C, D to K, and we sort of described the visual field. This was the visual field effects. And we had no A here, just a little bit right of the retina. We said it was a central scotoma, and for this we had a circle with unshaded, and at the center of the circle a little bit of shade, and that represents the central scotoma. A B, we had now the monocular vision loss, and for this monocular vision loss we had an unshaded circle and a totally shaded circle. Now for C, we had bimorphal hemianopia. The hemi, as you know, meaning half. And so right in the half here, it was shaded, hemianopia. And for D, we had contralateral DGNH, hemianopia. And you could see here, the left side was shaded, and then over here the right side was shaded. And for E, F, and E, we had now frontolateral superior quadrant opia. And as you know, a quadrant is a quarter of a circle. So we had a quarter of a circle shaded here, and a quarter of a circle shaded there. And in continuation, we had F and I. We had now contralateral inferior quadrant opia, and we had now a quarter, which is a quadrant shaded here, and a quarter quadrant shaded in the lower half of the circle. Up here was the upper half of the circle, down here was the lower half. Inferior and superior contralateral quadrant opia. And as we went on now, we had now K, we had contralateral homogeneous hemianopia with macular sparing. And here now we had an hemispherical left with a little of it being not shaded, and that represents the macular degeneration. Now, the diagram which is more detailed than this one, which is more magnified. We have just went through it briefly to describe the left eye, retina, optic nerves, optic chiasma, optic tract, lateral geniculate nucleus, or optic radiation, upper bank of the calcitrine fissure, and lower banks of the calcitrine fissure. And H and K, if the posterior carotid artery is not is occluded. So that's a brief description of the neuroanatomy there, and this one is even more less detailed, and you could look at it from the video. No, as I've pointed out, it was not until 1992 that I met Professor Gilpin, Edgar M. Gilpin, Professor of Neurosurgery at the Columbia Presbyterian Medical Center in New York in person. I read his book way back in 1987-88, but it was 4 years thereafter that I met the Professor of Neurosurgery in person. And I met him twice. A very elegant, humble-looking professor, very innovative, very inspiring. And he was on the 9th floor of the neurosurgery building at that time, at the Columbia Presbyterian Medical Center, 168th Street. And since then, I have researched many books on NeuroOphthalmology and neuroanatomy in particular. And since I'm focusing on that aspect of medicine this time, I have left out the other field of medicine, which I've also researched. But I'm focusing on NeuroOphthalmology and neuroanatomy at this time. And also the Downstate Medical Center, we have also researched not only from surgical and anatomy and physiology perspective, but also from a pharmacologic perspective, whereby the drugs were chosen for analgesic in that area of the brain and the eye, and also for the psychological effect of the defect at the time. So, also from the Columbia Presbyterian College of Physicians and Surgeons, back in 1991-92, in which not only NeuroOphthalmology and neuroanatomy was researched, but also endocrinology and general medicine in particular. And also Fort Lee Bookstore, where I continued in New Jersey, where I had a residence back there in 1989. So this is just a brief review of orbital tumor as was researched from 1987 there to 1996 with intermittent deviation to other medical field during the course of study. So we'll next, in continuation, embark upon some ophthalmic anatomy, and there will include our AMZ5X12M and the implicit pharmacologic treatment that is characterized by the AMZ5X12MIPCA. So once again, it's yours truly, Dolphy Alexander Gilpin. Just briefly, now closing off from this topic, orbital tumors, here in Decatur, Georgia, United States of America.